Now we would like to compute this line integral of this vector field along the path C, which is given by r equals these parameters between where t is between 0 and 1. So what we have is that if you change everything in terms of t, that is, we are confining ourselves to the path, then what would happen here is that we can write the limit of integration as 0 to 1 for t, okay, and we can change this to what? F dot dr dt dt, right? So dt, and then integrating with respect to t. Okay, sorry about that. So we will then change everything in terms of t. Let me just change the symbol here. So what we have along the path is that first we will write our f. So who is f? F is just those functions, and we will replace x, y, z by the parameters along the path. And here we have cosine y, which is negative t cubed, okay, and x, y, z, we can multiply them together. They would be negative t to the power 6, okay, and then this dr dt is going to be 2t, okay, then negative 3t square, the derivatives, and then what we have here, derivative of t is 1. So we got all that, and this will equal, okay, let's take the dot product here. So that is going to equal, if we take the dot product, let me just erase these because we'll compute the dot product from here. How about that? So we got this, and then we have 2t cosine t square, okay, and then negative 3t square cosine t cubed. Okay, I'm ignoring the negative sign because for cosine it doesn't matter. Okay, so t cubed, and then we, oh sorry, I'm writing comma here, I apologize. They will be added up, or this will simply be a negative, okay, and then negative t to the 6 times 1 is simply negative t to the 6, okay. And then what this whole thing becomes is that you can see 2t is the derivative of t square, so this, the antiderivative here will be simply sine t square. So let me write that down. So first we get sine of who? T square, okay, and then what happens? This negative 3t square is negative of the derivative of t cubed, so that will simply become negative sine t cubed, okay, and then for this negative t to the 6, the antiderivative is who? T to the 7 over 7, if I'm not making any mistake, okay, and the limits of the integration are 0 to 1. I should have written that in that order, but so and then this value would be what? At t equals 0, all the terms vanish. So this will simply be all these guys evaluated at where? Evaluated at 1. Okay, so here the value is sine of 1 here, then sine of 1, and then 1 to the 7 is how much? 1 to the 7 is again 1. So let me know if this calculation is not clear.